today we're going to have a class about past travel experiences. So let's begin. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to use simple past to talk about trips, identify and use travel vocabulary, participate in a travel interview, and the final product for this class will be an oral description of a past trip. So let's begin with our class. We have some pictures here. So can you tell me what can you see in these three pictures? What do we see here, for example? All right. What do we see in this beautiful picture? Okay, yes. Excellent. And this picture? All right. Very good. So these three pictures are about traveling, about a traveling experience. Have you ever traveled before? To a vacation, in holidays? Have you ever traveled? Okay, where did you go? Did you go to a beach? Did you go to a pretty city? Or did you go hiking, for example? Where did you go? Okay, interesting. Let's learn now some vocabulary for when we want to talk about a past experience or a travel experience. The first word is destination. Can you repeat? Destination. The destination is the place where we are going on our vacation. For example, we are leaving our house in Mexico and the destination is Paris, France. That is our destination. The next word is journey. Can you repeat that? Excellent. Journey. The journey is the experience, the moments that happen between the moment that we leave our house until we arrive to our destination. If we are going by car or on a plane, on a train, that is the journey. All right, now we have a very common word for when we travel. Can you repeat suitcase? For example, my suitcase is small, or my suitcase is blue with stickers on it. Excellent. What about a tourist? When we are in our destination, in the beach, or visiting a beautiful city, we are tourists. Usually, we have a camera, we have a video camera, and we always have a backpack, right? Because we are tourists. The next word, okay, we already know this one. Repeat, hotel. Hotel. For example, our hotel is very famous. Then we have the word flight. Can you repeat that? Flight. The flight is when we are going in a plane. For example, my flight leaves at 11 p.m. Now, souvenirs. Can you repeat that? Okay, the souvenirs are the things that we buy to give to our family, to our friends, to our boyfriend, to our girlfriend, for them to have, to remember that we went on a trip. For example, if I go to the beach, maybe I'm going to buy a little souvenir for their keys or to put on their fridges so that they can remember or have something from my trip, right? Okay, now, sightseeing. Can you repeat that? Sightseeing. This is one of our favorite activities when we are in a different city. We walk, we see, we take pictures. We do not enter to any restaurant, to any museum. We're just walking on the streets and taking pictures. That is sightseeing. For example, I love sightseeing. We have some examples here. Can you repeat? I stayed in a hotel. I bought a souvenir. The tourists visited many places. Excellent. Okay, with these new words that we learned today, we're going to practice in a little activity. We have a food activity. All right, we're going to begin with our Kahoot lesson. 3, 2, 1. What does destination mean? Think about it. A travel path, starting place, final place, or a travel time? Very good. It's final place. Okay, which word means the trip itself? We have 4 possible answers: hotel, flight, destination, or journey. The trip itself. Remember, we are going on the road, on a plane, on a train. Excellent. The word is journey. Very good. Let's go on to the next. Where do travelers sleep and eat? This is very easy. Station, in the market, in a hotel, or in a museum. You can see the picture and have an idea. Excellent. The answer is in a hotel. Let's do one more. Which word means the plane trip? The drive, the journey, the flight, or the tour? And the correct answer is flight. What is a souvenir? A travel bag, a memory gift, a train seat, or a hotel key? What do you think is a souvenir? Excellent. A memory gift. Something to give to our family or our friends. Okay, let's continue with the lesson. Here we have a little travel story. Last summer, I traveled to Cancun. I stayed in a hotel, I visited the beach, I bought souvenirs, and I went sightseeing. Can we now identify the verbs that are in past? We have, very good, the verb traveled is in past, the verb stayed is in past, visited and bought, one more, the verb went. All of these verbs are in past tense. How can we form the simple past? As we saw in the previous slide, we have a subject, in this case is I am the subject, I, the verb in past, traveled, and the complement, to Cancun. Here we have another example, I, the subject, the verb is bought, and the complement is souvenirs. So the structure for the simple past sentence is subject plus a past verb plus a complement. Can you read the examples? I traveled to Veracruz. She visited Puebla. They bought souvenirs. The first two verbs are regular verbs. We can tell because they end with an ED, which makes them verbs in regular verbs in simple past. Okay, let's see if you learned, if you got something. Last year what is the correct answer? Excellent. Went is the correct answer. Number 2, excellent. Bought souvenirs is the answer. Thank you. Now we're going to work in pairs. You can grab a partner and we're going to discuss these questions. First, we're going to practice. Repeat, please. Where did you travel? Who did you travel with? What did you do there? Did you buy souvenirs? Okay, now practice these questions with your partner. Okay, and let's move on to our last activity. Here we have my experience. Last year I traveled to Mexico City. I stayed with my family. I visited museums. I bought souvenirs. It was a wonderful trip. This is my own experience. You can use it as a model for your own version. Okay, it's now your turn to tell us your experience. You can do it in 20 seconds, 30 seconds, so go on. Excellent. So it was a wonderful experience, right? A wonderful journey learning about past travel experiences. So what did we learn? What vocabulary did we learn? All right. And what grammar did we use? Did we use present? Did we use past? Did we use future? Excellent. We used simple past. And tell me, what was your favorite part of the lesson? Great. Okay, now please share your experience of this class with your partner. It was a great, great lesson. All right, and that's it for today. Thank you. Keep exploring the world and practicing English. Bye.